You called into Desert Bus 2, and then things got really busy for you,
Yeah.
we haven't been able to track you down. But hey, we got you back now.
I'm really sorry about that.
Oh, don't worry about it.
No.
No. That wasn't meant to make you feel guilty. What?
Somebody's trying to put a bucket on your head. I'm watching you, actually.
It's a little bit of a delay.
What?
There it is.
And now I'll steal his sandwich. And he can't do anything about it.
Yay!
Oh, there, traveler.
Yeah.
So, the first question, which we've asked to everybody, and I don't know why we keep asking this, but we're gonna, because memes got a meme. What is your stance on erotic Star Trek fan fiction?
You're just gonna start with that.
What is my stamp on it?
Yeah.
Or stance?
What is your stance? How do you feel about erotic Star Trek fan fiction?
I don't know, guys. I don't know.
That's a
It seems... I mean, I haven't seen it. Is there tentacles? They're not tentacles.
If there is, I want to read that.
I figure if we start with that question, then there's no expectation for the rest of the interview.
You should do this
Did
professionally.
anybody ever read those Piers Anthony books? Remember the dance series that was awesome?
Oh,
yeah.
Crazy stuff that I picked up when I was like 12, where it was like crazy blobs having sex with each other. Did anybody read those weird books? Or was I just traumatized with that? Really?
Yeah. The chat seems to agree.
Yeah.
There's some people in chat who read those weird books because you read these books, right? Like Split Split something or other, and then the Zam series that are very like, you know, kid friendly. And then you're like, I'm going to read anything Piers Anthony writes, and then you pick up this weird thing where all these aliens had weird, strange sex. And I was 12, so I was very excited about it because it was like, whoa, my mom didn't know I was reading it. But,
That's huge, Johnny.
Yeah. My stance is neutral. My stance is neutral.
All right.
Good.
Smart.
Good
That's
stance,
that's the political answer. That's good.
Okay, good.
I can neither confirm nor deny whether I like.
Yeah. I would say apathy. Apathy. If you enjoy that, that's fine. Maybe I would probably be more into the Lord of the Rings part. Do they have that?
Probably.
I'm sure
They do.
It must exist.
Do they have that?
You work on the
internet.
In your voice acting experience, who's been your favorite character to voice for?
Wow, I don't know. I really enjoyed doing. I enjoyed doing Talos from Dragon Age because I like created that character. So like seeing that happen from something that kind of came partially at least out of my head, that was pretty exciting. And then I really loved doing Veronica too because being a hipster lesbian with a pneumatic fist weapon was just, who can provide that experience in the future ever? Nobody. It was like a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Dear Dr. Felicia, everyone gets a doctorate when they get asked questions at Desert Bus. Dear Dr. Felicia, first of all, you are as awesome as an awesome thing, which seems pretty good. Secondly,
Thank you.
how do you manage to balance your professional life with your gaming, and do you have any advice on how to do so?
I do think that it's pretty hard, but you should always do everything. If it's your work, I guess you should do it as well as you can. That's what I always do. And I guess, but since my work is what I really like doing, I'm a little bit, it's kind of a little bit unique, but hopefully not too much unique. What I like to do is, like today, I went and bought a Sega Genesis and 16 games, and it was like under $100. And why did I do that? Because I call it research. Tax deductible.
Business expense.
And yeah. No, I have to say that it's hard, and that's why sometimes when I'm really really busy, all I do is just log on to Congregate or something, or I play like one of the indie Humble Bundle Steam games that I downloaded, and I could play just an hour and it'll get my fix. I'll get my fix. I play on my phone all the time. If I'm like in an appointment, I'm just literally just playing either Ticket to Ride or. Well, I'm not playing Jetpack Joyride anymore because they took away my vehicles, and I'm just not logging on anymore. I'm so angry. So angry.
What was the biggest challenge you faced during the first season of the Guild?
Oh wow. Just basically getting it done. I mean, I'd never really shot anything, and it was very intimidating to just say, hey, I'm going to make a movie. So it's, I guess that was the most intimidating thing, just overcoming my own fears. So, yeah, I guess that was hard. And just being able to do everything on just 4 or 5 people. But honestly, that's most fun, actually, to me, when you just have really few people and you just get together to make something.
Mm-hmm. Dear Dr. Felicia, whenever one of my non-geek friends asks me who you are, I tell them that 20 years from now they're going to reminisce about how weird it was when shows had to be pre-approved by TV channels before they were created. And you're leading that charge. What's it like to be a pioneer in that regard?
Well, that's a very, I mean, it's very flattering, I guess.
That's the question.
I'm just doing what I really like doing. Just keeping doing it until they let me not do it anymore. So, I mean, I really do what I really enjoy, which is, releasing stuff where people can just click on it, one click away. And that's a lot more fun for me than trying to kind of do bigger projects on my own. Even doing Dragon Age was really, really a large production. So, the next year I'm going to be going back to doing like more small stuff because that's really just what I like doing. I do it for the people who watch what I do versus like for, just for the sake of making it. I don't know. That didn't make any sense. Whatever, guys. People look bored in there. I'm looking at the live feed.
We're listening.
We're super. Everybody thinks we're bored, but we're just like super enthralled.
Yeah.
We're Canadian. Should we dance while we listen to that?
It's just like it's really interesting hearing you talk about this because like when we're not doing this, most of us,
that's what
or
we
a
do,
number
right?
of us here, do exactly the same thing. We're a small like web video company composed of 5 to 7 people who are all friends, and we just get together once a week and make stuff.
Yeah.
And so it's like the sort of like a shared experience thing going on, which I think we're all kind of taken in by.
And now everybody's dancing, so there you go.
Yeah, exactly.
A little bit of delay.
I didn't mean to make people dance. I just wanted to make sure.
You can. There's not much that you can say at De5ertBus that won't make people dance. So, yeah.
Don't dance, okay?
Sorry, what was that? Don't dance. All right. Yeah. There's a question here. I saw you at Dragon Con, and you were amazing. And I wanted to know, out of all the people you've met at conventions, who was the most interesting to talk to?
Oh boy. I mean, I've met a lot of people who, I basically don't care about actors as much because I know what they do, and I don't geek out when I meet them. If I meet like an author who I've read all their books, I get kind of super excited and sweat a little bit. So, just reading like, meeting like, I don't know, who did I meet last year? I met Patrick Rothfuss and my friend Rachel Kane, who writes these very urban fantasy novels, and Jacqueline Carey, and then I met Peter Beagle last time when I was at Chicago Comic Con, who wrote The Last Unicorn, which is one of my favorite books ever, and I got him to sign it, and he's a big Buffy fan, so he recognized me. So it was an awkward conversation times 2. We were awkward together. So that was kind of exciting. And yeah. So those are the people who I get most excited about when I meet them. The outside of conventions, I've met 2 other people who kind of turn me into idiots, and that was Simon Pegg and James Cromwell, and I literally started weeping when I met James Cromwell. I was shaking and weeping because he did Babe, my favorite movie. The Peg movie is my favorite movie. So, and if I sing that theme song out loud, I'll start crying. So it was a surprise when I saw him because he just walked onto the set of something else I was working on. So I was like, oh my God, I loved you in Babe. And I was shaking. And he looked at me like I was a complete freak, guys. So there you go. He has a very warm hand.
Nice. Good to know. Maybe that's a fact.
Yeah, there we go. Write it down.
Oh yeah, I should get that. Yeah, we have an ongoing challenge from someone watching to collect facts from from anybody, but we can only collect 1 fact per person. So we've been asking all of our guests to give us facts, It can be about you, it can be random trivia, it doesn't matter, it just has to be a fact. We get $5 for each one.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yak's milk is pink.
Yak's milk is pink?
Yeah.
Wow.
Really?
All right.
Have you had yak's
It's the
milk?
only fact I know. The only one.
The only one.
Yeah.
Everything
okay.
else is mere hypothesis.
It does fall into
Yeah.
the category of animal
Well,
fact.
it's
It
concise,
does.
too.
We've gotten a lot of animal facts. This is great.
So,
Do you have $5 for that? I think that somebody got robbed there.
it's for the children.
The yak, I think.
Oh,
Ah.
it was a joke.
Yeah. So hey, we have this we have something awesome here that we would like to auction off while you're on the phone.
What's going on? What's going to happen?
Well, this is something that a friend of ours, Steve, arranged, and which is the Dark Horse Guild comic books. I'm going to put these up on our still camera here, and he got you to sign
nice.
these.
I did I sign him at DragonCon?
I believe
That may
so.
have
When
been-
where's Ash?
Ash is
Ash?
apparently-
Right here.
Right there.
There she is. Hi, Ash.
Under.
Excellent
When did
timing.
Steve sign these?
Let's
get these signed.
Steve
weeks
didn't
ago?
sign them.
Not even.
At where?
He went to Los Angeles.
Which was, what was the
Oh, look at that.
convention?
It was for a party. It was for the guild cast party.
Oh, yeah. That was fun. So, was it the guild, was it the Jeff Lewis 5-minute comedy hour party?
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
that's
right.
exactly what it was.
Oh, so basically, Jeff Lewis, who plays Bork on the show, has this show called Jeff Lewis 5-Minute Comedy Hour, and he did Kickstarter to raise money for them to do season 2, and he basically auctioned off an evening with the Guildcast where we played games. And the winner, some of them flew in a lot of them flew in from Texas, a couple of them, and then it was the funnest night ever because basically I've worked so hard lately because I'm doing too many projects at once. So it's the first time I played like an in-person game in like a year maybe. So we played Rock Band together, and we played Dance Central, and we played pool because there was a pool table there, and then we played this cool board game called Wasabi. I literally bought it on impulse in Vancouver like a year ago when I started Eureka, and I opened it at the party, and we played Wasabi like 4 times, and I have to say it's a really fun board game because I like food. So, yeah. Anyway, it's a really fun game.
I think
And
there's
it
a
was
photo
really fun night. So
of
there you
Steve
go.
playing her.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So, what this lot is the Guild comic, which is signed by yourself and Jeff and Sandeep, and signed on the inside by Sean Becker. The Vork comic, signed by Sandeep and Jeff. The Clara comic, signed by yourself and Robin, and Kim Evie. And the Tink comic, signed by Amy. So this is a...
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, if it's, and we are calling it the I Hope You Like the Guild because this is a lot of awesome lot.
And you're gonna auction it off?
We're gonna auction it
How's
off.
that working?
We're gonna auction it off right now while you're on the phone, so that you can encourage people to bid on this wonder.
Guys, I have to tell you that I not only did these get signed by people, but I touched my sweaty brow and I combed. No, that's very. There's DNA on that, guys. Somebody actually offered to buy a lock of my hair last convention, and that was kind of creepy. But that's not about the auction. The auction is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
They're except to say that the Zabu comic is coming out next month. So, and if the winner gets that, you can send it to me and I'll sign it, and Zabu will sign it.
Oh, fantastic.
So we could guarantee
Well, thank
extra
you.
signatures for the full set of Guild comics because I did the first 3 and then I did the 5 one-shots. So you guys don't even have a Blades for me to come. I can send you a Blades and a signed Zabu. So that'll be a more complete set.
Oh wow, fantastic.
That way
awesome.
You can
Thank you.
find that. So there you go. You can have the full set of Guild comics if you want to bid on that. And since they're signed, somebody's going to want this for a Christmas gift.
All right, so With that in mind,
I'm a terrible
what lot
seller.
is this?
No, I think you're doing a pretty good job,
yeah?
actually.
Yeah.
With that in mind, we will open the
I'm
bidding.
shopping.
The bidding is open.
Yep.
One